Hi, my name is Sarah Matamet. I'm at Sarah Matamet on TikTok. I go to FIT in New York City and I make fashion videos.
Hi, my name is Olive at Olive and Canty on TikTok. I'm a fashion student at Parsons right now and I make outfit videos on TikTok.
Hi guys, my name is Kate Glavin. My TikTok handle is at Kate Glavin. Most of my videos are around my life in New York City, whether that be running, I'm into health and wellness, politics. I'm applying to law school right now to practice environmental law one day, and I graduated from NYU.
Hi, my name is Josie Jobs. Josie Jobs with 4 S's on TikTok is my @. I'm from a small town in Wisconsin, moved to New York like 7 months ago, hoping to go to school here in the spring for business of fashion, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Danny. You may know me as D-Bitch or any other variation on TikTok. I'm a student at the new school in Manhattan, and I overshare on the internet.
Hi everyone, welcome to our era. I kind of just wanted to start and ask how and why everyone started their accounts.
I started my account like 2 years ago. I just did it as a joke, right at the height of the pandemic. I just made a vlog, and it blew up, and so I started making vlogs every day, and then I got banned. My account deleted.
I got on TikTok pretty late to the game. I got on it in June of this year. It seemed like a weird app, but after a lot of hesitancy I got on it. I started just recording myself like fucking around New York City, like going on runs, what I was wearing, and people got really interested in it, so here I am on TikTok.
I started my fashion account kind of just as a hobby during quarantine.
I started my account June 2020, and I just like randomly had an outfit video, or just like made one outfit video and it got like 600k views or something. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'll keep doing it, and just started making them every day.
I started my account over quarantine, and it was just kind of like a fun way to do like little vlogs throughout the day. I was like living in Miami with one of my friends at the time, like in the peak of the pandemic, so we would just like make fun little vlogs like what we did during the day. So
What was the feeling you got when you first blew up, and like how did your family and friends react?
I was embarrassed. Because I was so caught up in everyone in my high school like seeing my video or like caring that I was on TikTok and like maybe even making fun of me, and I was just so concerned about the fact that this video is blowing up. At the same time, I was like, this is kind of crazy. Then I realized like I enjoy that people want to watch me and see me. It felt good.
I noticed I started getting stopped on my runs. Like, I'm a big runner, and everyone's like, you're the girl with the Hokas, you're the Hoka girl, which is like a running shoe brand. And so it felt really weird to have like random strangers in the city identify you for a very specific thing. And I think the weird thing with TikTok is like you show up on random people's pages, so random people on the street would know who you are, but not know like your whole origin story.
I feel like I didn't like blow up like at once, so I feel like it was like slow. So I don't know. I don't think I had any like, oh my god, I blew up on TikTok.
The first outfit video that I posted that got like 600k views, I got like 20k from it, but then like ever since then it's just been like slow growth over time.
I started on YouTube, so when I started like getting followers and stuff, it was kind of just like a fuck you to like everyone at my school in a way. Weirdest thing is like how did people like come up to me and stuff, I would think.
Do you feel like when you guys started blowing up a little bit, like when your friends and family, like were people in your school kind of acting different towards you or no?
For me, because it was in the middle of the pandemic, I wasn't seeing anyone at school, and I think that was a good thing because it gave me time to realize that it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It made me more of an individual, maybe more myself and like authentic, I think. Not to be cheesy or anything. That's just how I feel. I feel the same way. Like, I think that I wouldn't have been able to do TikTok without the pandemic, because like I didn't have to see anyone from my school, so like I didn't care about their opinions of me. But definitely like going back to school, I would like go to parties and stuff, and people would just come up to me and be like, "Hey, aren't you TikTok famous?"
Oh my god.
It's like, always "You're TikTok famous." Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, it's like the same thing. Like, you see people like outside of school maybe sometimes, and they're like, "What are you up to?" Like after school, like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you know.
You know.
A lot of you like started college this year, and I was kind of wondering like how starting college, what that has been like with your TikTok account. Like how have you been able to navigate that?
I mean, it's been like kind of hard to manage. When I first moved here, it was like super stressful, trying to like get content out every day and like balancing schoolwork. I signed with an agency before I came here, so like I didn't have to manage the business side of it, which was definitely helpful.
Moving here, starting school while like keeping up with making content and doing like the kind of like admin side of it definitely was like super stressful when I first moved here, but I feel like I've fallen into like a bit of a routine, and kind of tried to work like school into social media a little bit, and I just try to like share what I'm doing, like regardless, like if I'm doing school, whatever, just authentically. So like I've just tried to fit it all in together, and I think it's made it a lot easier.
Yeah, I've actually struggled. I feel like I'm the kind of person that does need a routine, and I had such a pristine routine at home before coming to college. Now I'm here and everything's like crazy. I never do what I plan to do in a day, which is fine. I always have a good time. Like, I never end up doing what I'm trying to do. And that's been a little bit hard, especially getting my account deleted and having to like start back from square one. That's been stressful for sure. But kind of what you were saying, people just want to see like what you're doing. I'll post the most mundane, like average videos ever, and like it could still be good or like interesting for someone, especially for followers that like struggle with their everyday life. Like you being real and like showing that like you also struggle and you're not like this perfect person that has a perfect life is really helpful for a lot of people. So I think that's important to remember.
Has there been a moment that you feel like all your hard work's paid off, or kind of like what's been the coolest moment since starting TikTok?
I'm now like doing a lot of sponsored content with brands I've liked, which is really cool. Like Hoka being the biggest one, I've like run in them and just like indiscreetly mentioned them for a long time, and now finally like working on like with their social media team, and I've like met the whole team, which is like super rewarding and exciting. And then like I also have a podcast too, so that's been like a really organic way that's like translated into stuff I really didn't imagine. Cause like I graduated school with a degree in like law and politics and like environmental studies, so I didn't really think I'd gonna end up like on the internet, you know? So I think now I feel a little bit of like validation that like this is an actual job, because I think like you guys are like mostly in college. I think that's the kind of thing that's been difficult for me, I think, since getting on TikTok, is like identity wise. Whenever I talk to my family or like a random person's like, what do you do for work? It's like, I shit post on the internet and make fun of men, and I kind of get paid for it, you know? So I think kind of figuring out your identity and like having that is TikTok, but then also having like boundaries where like who you are outside of it is something that is, I think I've finally come to terms with.
It kind of started with my platform. Like I don't think I would have had the like courage to even go to like fashion school or like move here and stuff if I didn't have this like platform that like I know people like to kind of watch me on and like take inspo from, realizing that I'm able to build my career around fashion, which is something I've wanted to do my whole life.
How do you deal with the pressure of having such like a large following?
I think it's kind of just like me realizing that I can stop whenever I want, and I know that's a lot harder said than done because you feel bad like abandoning these people, but it kind of is just a mindset that I have that if I feel that I really can't do this anymore and I really can't post, then I don't have to, because like I don't have to take the comments or anything, but then I'm like, these are just people, it's on a screen, like they're the same as me, and honestly it's probably coming from insecurity, and like I just have to realize that I'm doing it for myself. I'm doing it for like wanting to have like a creative outlet, and also creating like a career or like a brand deal, a business, whatever. It's all for me.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure to make content that, or at least I feel like this, make content that is like authentic to me and I really love, and at the same time that content has to kind of like do well, because like this is like a little bit my career. So yeah, just like the pressure to like balance that out, like making content that I just truly love and feel like it's authentic to me and also will get views, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I struggle with this like feeling like I have to like, I know I don't have to like be perfect all the time for like TikTok or like YouTube or Instagram, but like I struggle with like comparing myself to like other influencers and that kind of stuff. And like moving to New York was kind of like, I moved here like 7 months ago. It was kind of like a culture shock for me because there wasn't any influencers from like where I lived. So it was just like weird like coming here and like it was just like kind of overwhelming to like be surrounded by like other people that do this kind of thing too. So
I also like don't really talk in my videos, and it's mostly from like a place of insecurity, like not wanting people to judge me for like the way that I'm talking, because like people on TikTok are like ruthless.
Yeah.
So I think that just like the pressure of trying to like make sure people are liking my content and like not judging me.
Outside of like TikTok, like the comment section can be so nasty, and you feel like you're in a bubble, like whether that be your relationship like with your followers or just like New York City algorithm of like everyone who sees your content. Like probably 0.001% of the US knows who you are. So I think that's something that can like take the pressure off of it when you feel like everyone's analyzing like, did I look good in that photo? What was my body like? And all of those kind of, I think, triggers you can have. And then you like think about like, oh yeah, you walk down the street and like TikTok is not the whole world. Like there's other social issues outside of that. So I feel like that's something that keeps me grounded, that like this is a cool thing to do, but also there's like other ways to attend your energy. You know?
Yeah. What's everyone's favorite thing about TikTok? Like what's been your favorite part about this journey?
As much as I am like into fashion and all that, I feel like my account is mainly based in kind of just sharing my life. And when people are like, oh, this is hilarious, people even like DM me to tell me that my videos like make their day. I think that's just the greatest part of it, is that I can make people laugh and like make them a little bit happier.
I also just love like that it gave me something to do every day, to like get up and like get dressed and have like a purpose. I think that was really helpful for me.
I feel like I've met like so many cool people like through TikTok and social media in general. Like I literally moved to New York from a DM I got from a girl and like moved in with her. So it brought me to New York. And also just like when people come up to me on the street or something and just like say I've impacted them in any sort of way, that just like makes my day and like makes me happy that I can help other people, I guess.
I think like the idea of fostering a community is something that's really like grateful for, like everyone else was saying, because it feels like at the end of the day, like I live alone, like you're just talking to your phone in like your apartment for no reason, like you feel a little bit crazy. But I think for me it's been really helpful identity wise, because I've always felt like very scattered in different directions, and I think TikTok's been a platform where like I can talk about all my interests and it doesn't have to like be wrapped up in a little bow, and like allowing myself to explore all those interests. That's been probably the best part.
Okay, I think that's a wrap, ladies.
Yeah.